If 17 years of waiting could be exchanged for a single chance to create the next generation, would you be willing? I would. For 17 years, I lie dormant underground. Over 6,000 days and nights, I have long grown used to the darkness, accustomed to solitude as my companion. I am the 17-year cicada. Unlike others of my kind, I only appear once every 17 years. My entire life is also only 17 years. The very moment I appear, my life is also about to end, ready to enter the next cycle. This is my destiny. My story must begin in the dark, damp earth. As a nymph, I was like a quiet seed, buried in the deep darkness. All I could do each day was pierce the tree roots with my mouth parts, silently drawing the sap that carried the clean scent of the soil. The damp earth and the tangled roots were the entire landscape of my childhood. I have never seen the sun, yet through the roots, I can sense the turning of the seasons. In the days spent underground, the years passed with exceptional slowness. Every year felt like a long spiritual journey. Only the anticipation of breaking through the earth sustained me through countless silent days and nights. At last, I welcomed the 17th summer of my life. When the surface temperature rose to 18 degrees Celsius, an indescribable power suddenly awakened within my body. My body began to tremble faintly, like an awakening soul, preparing to answer the call of destiny. In the instant of breaking through the soil, soft earth slid from my head. This was the first time I yearned for the sky. So this is what the wind feels like. This is freedom. At this moment, countless companions, just like me, were emerging from the surrounding soil. Dragging the nymphal shells we had not yet shed, we clumsily crawled in the same direction. There were no words between us, only a tacit understanding etched into our very genes. 17 years of slumber and waiting finally converged in this moment into a single, synchronized breath. Every wriggle of the body was like a shared resonance with the pulse of nature. Every step climbed was the deepest response to life itself. But the road ahead is not smooth. Having just emerged, our bodies are weak, our climbing slow and clumsy. To predators, our plump bodies are like an unexpected feast. They wait in the shadows, their eyes, a pair of wrinkled wings slowly unfolds, like the gentle unfurling of new petals, or like a thin veil gently opened by the wind, gradually becoming firm and clear. The moment my wings were fully unfurled, I felt the taste of freedom for the first time. In this instant, all the waiting and fear dissolved into sweet dew, quietly moistening my wings. But I know this freedom is not the final destination. For me, time is now a race. In the next 6 weeks, we must complete life's most important mission, to create the next generation. When the first rays of morning sun break through the darkness, my body is like a burning flame, relentlessly sending out signals of courtship. Our song is like a passionate whisper, traveling through every inch of the forest air, conveying the deep longing in our hearts. The female's response is like the gentle night breeze. But not every cicada's path to love is successful. Sometimes I see strange companions, their abdomens missing a piece, revealing white fungal threads. Their movements are stiff, like puppets on a string, yet they mechanically mimic the alluring motions of a female to attract others. They are zombie cicadas, parasitized by a fungus. They have long lost their own consciousness, controlled by the fungus only to spread its spores. Looking at their hollow eyes, an unspeakable sorrow wells up inside me. So this is the fragility of life, a helplessness entangled in threads of fungus. But none of this can stop our quest for love. We still fly towards the sound of our companions, we still use our song to speak our hearts, and we still must, in the limited time we have, complete the legacy of life. After mating, I watch as she lays her eggs in the crevices of a 13 years. I cannot perceive the future, but I know this: when they break through the earth, the predators who once waited for us will have long given up. And my descendants, just as I am now, will use their resounding song to continue writing the life story of the 17-year cicada. In the final moments of my life, I feel the strength in my body slowly fading. The power to beat my wings grows weaker and weaker, until finally, I can no longer leave the branch. The cicada song in the forest gradually thins, the air slowly falls silent, until, along with my countless companions, I quietly pass away on a peaceful afternoon. Our bodies will eventually fall to the ground, to be washed by the rain, decomposed by microorganisms, and turned into fertilizer to nourish the soil. The shells we shed will hang on the branches, becoming the forest's fleeting souvenirs. Some say our lives are incredibly short, but I do not think 17 years of waiting was a waste, nor the 6 weeks of blooming a regret. The end of every life is the beginning of a new one. And I will become a speck of dust in that silent history, never to return. But I know my life has not truly vanished. It will hide in the soil, in the roots of trees, in the genes of my descendants, awaiting the next 17 years. This is me. This is the life of a 17-year cicada,